Hey everybody.
Hello, welcome back to the Justice and Faith Show.
Feels like it's been a while. Are we late?
We are late. Yes, we're a week late coming in.
Wait a minute. We didn't put one up. We missed a week?
We missed a week.
How did that happen?
I'm not sure.
Well, we were supposed to do... Oh, matter of fact, we were supposed to do this one. See, now when it was my idea to do it, we missed it.
Yes.
And we almost got divorced again.
That's a little dramatic.
You're not seeing things from my perspective, which kind of slides into what we're talking about today.
Well, anyway, before we get into that, we just wanted to say thank you to our new followers on Instagram and our new subscribers on YouTube and all of that. Thank you. Please share with your friends and family. We would love to have some more people follow us and subscribe and all that good stuff. We appreciate you. All right, so for today... Our title, as you could see, which is probably why you clicked on it today, was Feed Me and Call Me Pretty. It's a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but...
it's accurate.
It's accurate. We're talking today about communication between men and women, and basically... It's hard. It's really hard.
We say communication between men and women, but if we put it on even more micro level and say husbands and wives, people in relationships, it becomes even more important because men and women can navigate around each other in the workplace. Usually they can navigate around each other in different spaces. In a household where you have to see the same person every day, and you have to make all kinds of different life decisions, it's of the utmost importance to have real communication where both sides have a clear understanding of what the expectations is from the other one based off how they're communicating. Mm-hmm. Like, so I've had female bosses before, I've had male bosses. The experience is totally different. Mm-hmm. I've been the boss of females and males. The experience how the men have responded to me and the deference is different than women. I've had women offer respect and deference, but also I know I can say something to a man and he'll take it a way a woman wouldn't.
Right.
And I don't have to really walk on eggshells.
Yeah. And it comes down to how we're made, and we're different. Everybody knows that. Men and women are just made differently. Women tend to be a little bit more on the emotional side when it comes to life in general, and men tend to be more on the logical side. And because of that, it makes communication difficult. So, we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about why it's important to learn how to understand the other person's language, even though it may be foreign to you. Because I know he and I have had multiple instances where we have communication kind of lacking in the relationship, and it's difficult. And we understand it. We understand that it's a lack of communication, but it's hard.
I love that you're trying to see it. See? No, I love it. I'm not. See, she thinks I was going to jump in and help her. No, because you trying to explain it. You're like, it's difficult because we understand that it's not correct and it needs to be corrected.
Yes.
But this is what she wouldn't say. She wouldn't say, but we don't know how to fit. She wouldn't put it on we because she knows it's not a we issue. She wanted to so bad. Well, we know it's a problem, but we can't figure it out.
It's a we problem.
It's a we problem because I have to deal with it. But it's not a we problem because I don't understand it. I understand that sometimes you come from a place of emotion. I literally, if I just had to tell you what I wanted to tell you sometimes, you would hate it. Mm-hmm. But it wouldn't mean that I dislike you or I hate you. It's just I'm telling you straight up and down, this is just it. This is what I want. This is what my expectation is. This is that. Mm-hmm. But I have to tie it up in a bow sometimes. And I don't, look, my calendar is right there. Mm-hmm. There is nowhere on that calendar that says I have time to tie every little thing up in a bow.
Right.
That's not fair to me, and it's honestly not fair to you because the more I start to kind of dilute what I'm trying to give you, the purpose of it goes away.
Yeah. Because it was funny because we were supposed to do this we were supposed to drop this on Sunday, a week ago. So when we first started talking about it, he literally just asked me the question. He's like, how should I communicate with you? And I think what I said was, be respectful.
Well, I said, what is the best? See, let's make sure we hear. This sounds better. What is the best way to communicate? Not how.
What is
was the best way to communicate with you? Because it was a general term. Yeah. And then I said, let me break it down because you're the one I need to communicate with most and most often.
Yeah. So I think I said, be respectful. And what else did I say? And I did say pray.
No, you said be respectful and be nice.
And nice. Okay. And then later on, when we were talking about it again with Chris, I said, pray. Because women's emotions change every day. And it's kind of...
No.
What works today may not work tomorrow.
We said that with Ryan and Ollie, and that was a couple days ago.
Okay.
Do you see the difference in what you just said?
No.
This was a couple days ago versus a week ago.
I said when we were talking about it again after that.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been a couple days. It could have been a week because I said after that.
I want you guys to hear this. I want you to understand that. You said, I know you said after that, right?
Yes.
And here's the implications. Because maybe it's because I was there. So the implications I have is like right after this conversation, like immediately after, continued. This is what it was said.
Okay.
And then you said it was this person, which it wasn't. And then it was
Chris
a week
asked.
later.
When we were on the phone in the car that one day, he asked something and I said pray, and then you started laughing.
Oh yeah, okay, okay. I see where you're. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I get that one.
But anyway, so I feel like what works one day may not work another day. So asking a question like that, I feel like it's not really fair because there's not really an answer.
No.
Why?
No.
Why no?
Because here's the thing: if you're inconsistent okay, do you expect me? In what area am I allowed to be inconsistent?
No area, but listen to this. You have said multiple times, if I do the same thing for you every day, you might not like it the same every single day. Like if I get you something every single day, it's not going to be the same because you're not going to like it the same.
That's different than
that
communication. Different? It's absolutely different. If I said one of the examples, if I like my favorite food is crabs, right? If I had I don't know about crabs. Let me think of something else. Let's just say mashed potatoes, right? And if I had mashed potatoes every day, I'm like, I love mashed potatoes.
Because I would give them for you because you like them.
Yes, but I'm like, I don't want, nor do I need them every day. But communication is something that I want and need and is necessary. Mm-hmm. Even if I don't want to hear it.
But it's different every day because that's the same thing.
No, bills got to get paid, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, all right, well, the money this is what has to happen with the money. It doesn't change. So every month, these are the bills.
We're not talking about bills. We're talking about life.
Stop. I'm using an example. This is what I'm talking about, people. I'm using an analogy to try to make this simple. Because your emotions should not change. Think about this. If your emotions change every day, are we saying you're this way 2 days, then one day you're this way, then you're this way another 2 days? Or are we saying every single day it changes?
I don't know.
That's irrational. That's super irrational. That doesn't make any sense at all. And that is why
2 days ago, 3 days ago, whenever it was that I was in an awful mood, like it was
2 days ago.
There was no rhyme or reason for me to be in such an awful mood, but I was.
You were in an awful mood because I wasn't talking to you.
And then the next day, I was fine.
Because I started talking to you when some other things happened.
Okay, but I still had no real logical reason to be as upset the one day and not upset the next day. My emotions changed just like that.
You think you don't, but I know that you do. I literally distance myself from you. And because I distanced myself from you and you didn't know what to do about that, you were upset with you. And then once we bridged that distance and we connected, you were good again. That's not coincidence.
Okay, but it's still emotional.
It doesn't matter whether it's emotional.
And the way you approached me the day that I was upset and the way that you approached me the next day was different because my emotions were different.
No, it wasn't. When you were upset and you said, I'm upset, blah, 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 I don't want to snap at you, I'm distant. You said, I'm distant. What was the thing that I said to you?
To go outside.
No. I said that right after, but I said, is there anything that I can do for you? Mm-hmm. That was probably all I said. Then I said, go outside, go down to the lake, get a little bit of fresh air, whatever. Get a coffee or a mochaccino from Starbucks or something. And okay. Mm-hmm. And you went, you said you did that, then you were fine. I didn't say much to you. Mm-hmm. That was it. But see, the thing about it was, I didn't respond emotionally. My lack of response. That's what it was, because the day prior, we had a discussion about, there was something else that had happened.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad, but there was not a falling out, but there was a disconnect. It was a disconnect. And that caused an issue that was unsaid, but we both knew it. And then the next day, I literally didn't say much to you. Mm-hmm. And then you became upset because that's not normal. It's not normal for me to not speak to you.
Okay.
Like, you moved around and did everything, and I said maybe a couple sentences to you. That is not normal.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that internally. If I'm not speaking, you know it because I've communicated this to you. When I shut up and I'm not saying much, that's when you should be worried. Not you, but that's when people should be worried because that means I either don't care anymore or I'm plotting.
Okay.
And either way, it's bad for the world. And once whatever happened, I don't remember exactly how we. Oh, I do know how we connected. Once you have made a good decision, and then we connected. Then the next day we were fine because you circumvented the lack of communication that caused the issue in the first place by doing the right thing the first time that time that you could have done at that time, and we wouldn't have had any issues. And I hate saying it like this because
he's talking about sex.
There's women that's gonna watch this right now. They're gonna say, "How's it her fault? You're saying that she's the problem." No, I'm not. I'm saying that I had communicated before that the approach to certain things at certain times does not work.
Right.
This is funny because she said every day is different. Blah blah blah. I'm consistent about this. I'm consistent about my wants and do my wants and needs change? No, right? And so that's the difference. Men and women consistent. Boom, boom, boom.
But if I came at you the same way every time that way, you wouldn't like that either.
I wouldn't dislike it. I wouldn't.
It would get old.
If you came at me that way versus how you would normally come at me, which one do you think I would be more accepting of?
I don't know. That way.
Yeah, you just confused yourself. Stop drinking.
Yeah, I'm confused.
No, the way that the right way that you did it.
Yes.
That way I would be more amenable to because that is closer in line to what I actually want.
Right.
But to make things to go even further, do you have the same needs every day?
No. Well, I guess yes.
Yeah.
What answer do you want? I don't think so. No, I don't have the same needs every day.
I want everybody that watches this to rewind back the last 10 seconds. What? What do you mean? Yep. No. What? What answer do you want? I asked you. I asked her about her needs.
Right.
And she can't answer me.
This is another thing because I, if you've watched us at any time, you know I'm a people pleaser. And it's like I always want to make sure I say the right thing.
Are you doing a podcast with someone else?
I say the right thing or I do the right thing or... Yeah, we've talked about that before.
If you were a people pleaser...
I want to make sure I say the right thing and do the right thing and I don't take anybody off and...
Does that include me?
Yes.
I don't even remember when you just threw me all off my pivot. Because I'm going to go back to that question. Lord have mercy.
I don't have the same needs every day.
What needs change?
The amount of stuff that I need. I always need food, but actually there could be a day that I don't need at all. So I always need sleep, but I can go with that's why I'm confused about I don't need things, and yes, they change. What? What are you looking at me like that for?
Fellas, you have to have the patience of a saint. It is really virtuous. So my needs don't change every day. My wants,
yes.
My wants can change.
Yes.
I might wake up tomorrow and be like, I want crabs. I'm not planning on getting crabs until a certain day. But I'm like, I want crabs. I want to do this. I want to do that. My needs require, I need time. I need to finish the work that is required of me to do. I need to make sure that I do certain things. That doesn't change on a day-to-day basis. What I want, I might want something from you tomorrow that I don't want today. Right? There's a balance to it. Even if you said your emotions and stuff, if you're saying your emotions change, if women are more emotional, you're saying your emotions change, right?
Yes.
If your emotions change every day, what do you like that Pixar movie? And it's like Monday I'm sad, Tuesday I'm angry, Wednesday I don't remember the other emotions, but is that how it goes?
I mean, yes, if you want to simplify it, our emotions change depending on where we are in our cycle, depending on where we are with our everything, how we are with our relationship, how we are with our work. Our emotions can change from day to day. We can go and you can have multiple emotions in the same day. You can go from happy to sad to angry to hyper all in the same day.
You think men don't have different emotions throughout the day?
I didn't say that.
Okay. So what I am saying is, right, as children, when children are children, they go through motions, and when we become adults, we have to learn how to control our emotions.
Right.
Because we can't control our environments all the time. We can't control everything. So there's
That's
something
how
called...
that's how adults don't get fired from their jobs, because they
Okay,
can
well,
control
how
their-
do adults not get fired from their relationships?
Because they have understanding partners. What?
Everybody does not have...
And we started off this conversation with saying men are more logical, women are more emotional.
It's just
so
redundant.
yes, you have emotion, and yes, we have logic, but when it comes to how we live our day-to-day lives, what kind of drives us is different.
Okay, how does that usually work out for you? If your emotions change every day, which is something that's not true,
How do you figure?
I live with you. You are not different day to day. You are the same person. You are the same person. Unless you're really upset, which is rare, and it usually involves me. So if you're upset, I know why you're upset. Or maybe you had a stressful day at work. But that's different. For being frustrated from work is different than saying my emotion changes as a whole. You're not angry for 24 hours. You're not sad for 24 hours. There's a reason why when I see men, once again, going back to that mental health one, when I walk through this door from work don't walk in with me. Work is separate.
Okay.
Because it can stress me out. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to take the emotion from my work and bring it into my home. Nor will I take some stuff from my home and take it to work.
Right, because that's logical.
Yes. Yes. I understand, right? But you just said, well, you have to control these things because how we keep our jobs.
Right.
So this is the overarching point. Like I said earlier, we can, in space, men and women know how to deal with these things in life. Yes. What I'm talking about is in a household with your partner.
Yes.
You knowing, I can be more emotional. He said, put the dishes away correctly. And when I say correctly, for anybody that has something to say about it, we have a lot of Tupperware because we do meal prep. If you do not put the lids on the Tupperware and just throw them in there, or put an orange lid on something that doesn't fit and just have it stacked in there crazy, it makes me a little upset. So if you have a problem with that, and say, don't talk to her, don't treat her that way, don't do all that with your little snake necks and stuff, then I hope you got a good chiropractor, because you're going to keep doing this all the time. Because it's not going to change, because it's my household.
Okay, you done with that?
Hopefully.
You got a little emotional there.
But now I'm back at it.
Okay. But yes, no, and I've acknowledged that in the past, where when you talk to me about something, it is difficult sometimes because of my feeling of like failure sometimes when you're coming at me a certain way and saying I didn't do something right, or I didn't do something the way you want me to, or I didn't, or you think I might not do it the right way. Like any of those things could make me feel bad or whatever, defensive, and then I snap into defense mode. And I know that, and that is something I'm actively trying to work on, because I know you, and you're not trying to attack me. You're coming at it from a place of love. But
I don't like how you said that. I don't like how you said that.
But it's hard to separate those, because I go into defense mode because I'm like,
who is your greatest protector on earth?
You.
So let's just use the logical part of yourself that you said is available.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make sense to go into defense mode against the person most likely to protect you?
No.
So we can go back and forth about the it's the same way as that if she told me, there's things about myself I've had to be told over time, and she said them to me. Now if I reacted in a way that was overly emotional, and I have. See, I understand it, but it doesn't happen more than once with me. You told me something. Can't remember exactly what it was, but I didn't want to hear it. I didn't like it. I was like, F this, man. Because I reacted because she told me something I needed to fix, that I needed to do better with. And I reacted not as though she was attacking me. I was reacting because I didn't like what was being said. At no point did I ever look at her and go, she's attacking me. Why would she attack me? I know how she feels about me. So with women, Man, I talk to a lot of guys about this. We have to have safe spaces where we can talk to you. Like, we'll come in, like, how you feeling? Are you good to talk? And I think that is important because we all have different stuff. But it's like, look, if you had a bad day at work or you had a bad day with something else, you got to understand I'm separate from that. Mm-hmm. So if you don't want to talk about anything heavy, that's okay. But don't bring your attitude and stuff from somebody else because you can't yell at your boss. You don't want to yell at your kids. You don't want to yell at that. We had these conversations too, and it's like, yo, when we have a kid and you're stressed out and overburdened, guess what? You're going to yell at me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo, I didn't do anything wrong to you because you're not going to yell at them. You're not going to yell at work. Like, so it's these, we have to understand like how to come into each other's space. So I might have to say, hey, babe, how was your day? And this is why being very conscious about how you speak is important. If I ask you how your day is, I'm not, yeah, okay. Good. I can say that. Because if I told her how my day was, she's not going to say much back to me. She's just going, oh, that sucks. I don't want to hear that. I know it sucks. But if she tells me about her day, this is exactly how it goes, good or bad. This is not to be disrespectful. Blah, 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 blah. I could get up, do several other things, and she's still talking. What happens if I'm talking to you about something I care about and you start doing anything else?
You stop.
That is a clear difference in communication. Because I know that when she's talking, she really, and she said it, this is why it's funny, the title, Feed Me and Call Me Pretty. There was a time where you got dressed up and we had a conversation about the fact that I don't always speak on how you're dressed. Mm-hmm. And you came out with something one day, or you said something, and you said, and I said, yeah, whatever. And you turned around and you were like, I know you really don't mean that, or you don't really want to say that, but thank you. I appreciate you for saying it anyway. And I'm just like, effing females are crazy, dude. I was like, I really just shook my head and smiled and was like, y'all nuts. Because she meant what she said. She's like, I know you really don't like this, but thanks for telling me it was good anyway. And I'm like, so essentially you're saying I lied and you're okay with that. But then women don't want liars. But you don't want liars if it doesn't benefit you.
Well, no, because the way that I look at that specific lie, yes, it's a lie. And technically it's not. Technically, yes, it's a lie. But the way I look at it is you think you married me and you think I'm beautiful. So whatever I'm wearing is it's fine.
So me not saying anything means you look like Shrek.
Yes.
So, okay, fellas, take these notes. So no matter what I actually think, just go, you look nice.
Well, no, if you think I look nice, you can say I look nice.
Yeah, no. If I think you look nice, I won't say you look nice. You know what I'll do.
Yeah.
But if I see, and I can't get away with shit. Sorry, but I can't get away with anything because she'll go, wait a minute. You said I look nice, so you really don't think I look good at all. Those shoes don't really, babe. How do you feel about this? The shoes, but how many times have I saved your feet by telling you to put on different shoes?
Yeah.
But if I go, she's like, oh, I look cute. Y'all seen the Instagram. Oh, I look cute today, right? And then she comes and she's like looking at me, expecting me to have the same kind of energy. And I'm like, and then she goes, it's my shoes, isn't it? Takes off everything. And I'm like, I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. You think I look like trash.
Trash juice.
And I'm like, I didn't say a word. Babe, you look perfectly fine. You look perfectly fine. And then she'll put on everything. Oh, no. She'll, I'm trying to think about how you do it. Like, you do it in an ass backwards way. Like, if I'm like, the shoes were the only problem, just change the shoes. You're like, keep the shoes and then change it to another outfit that's, like, not in the condition for the activity that we're planning on doing. It's like you'll put on an evening gown to go hiking. And it's like, babe, what are we doing this for? You need... Well, I wanted to wear high heels to hike, and the evening gown works. Put on sneakers, but then, I was still want. And then I gotta be honest. See, that's the other thing. There's a layer. So if like, all right, you look good, that's fine. But then if you're like, do you really think I look good? Do you like this shirt? I can't white lie 2 layers deep. I don't have it in me. So it's just like you gotta take, and she knows. Take the first lie. and just walk away. Don't keep asking me questions. Do you like this color on me? I said you look. You know that's how I react. How do y'all look? You look good. You look cute. All right. Do you like this color on me? I said you look cute. See, this is men. It might be just as easy for me to go, yes. That's simple. Yes. No. For me, it makes more sense for me to go, I just told you you look cute. So that implies everything. She just needs to hear that that I like her in the blue. I get that now. I didn't always get it. Remember I said accept it. I don't like it. I don't always want to do it, but I accept that this is what she needs. She needs pats on the back. I usually miss and hit her butt, but hey, it's behind her. Like I want to put some of these communication issues. But see, we understand. That's why when she was, what do you think? When she did all that, essentially, she understands we both do. I'm just farther ahead in the curve with actually applying it. She's learning to apply it better. But at least now she can sit there and go, I know that I'm being irrational. I know this and I know. And here's the thing. One, you have to know what outcomes you want. Mm-hmm. Two, you can't always blame it on your cycle.
I know. I don't.
Like, that's something women do to my hormones. But guess what, women? We got hormones, too. And our hormones, fun fact, our hormones cause us to react and behave in other ways that y'all don't like.
Why do you get all...
And the thing because I'm starting, after that mental health, talking to more people about this, mm-hmm. This upsets me. Our testosterone, which is a hormone, no, you can't come into this with me, makes us do things, not makes us, because we have to control it. And y'all go, that's our hormones. So y'all just go, well, we have hormones, and we have this, and we bleed, and blah, blah, blah. We have breasts, and blah, blah. 7 days a week, Shark Week, Are you okay? Yo, babe, I'm so upset because it's like it's the double standards of the same thing. There's double standards in the world. I get it, but the double standards are the same thing. As like, well, we're going through things and we're overly, and men have emotions too. This goes back to the last podcast. Mm-hmm. This is why I'm emotional now, but I'm emotional with the logic in it. Oh, y'all don't like when y'all don't like when the neck come at y'all. God damn.
Okay,
but y'all,
that's gonna be a clip.
I don't know. I mean, I love all y'all. Y'all beautiful. And y'all accept it. Y'all gonna accept that beautiful too. But like, oh, he a jerk. He sound beautiful though. He's good. He's cute. Y'all like justice.
Okay, do you have anything else you want to close with?
No, I'm good. I'm sweating and stuff now.
Okay, so long story short, communication between a husband and wife or significant others is difficult. It takes freaking lots of work and continued work. And
listening skills.
Yes.
Listening skills is the best part of communication. Listening to understand, not to respond. When she speaks to me, I ask her, babe, what is it that you want? What is it that you like? What is it that you care about? What do you typically tell me? Be honest with the people.
What is it that I want? I just want to vent.
No, babe. I mean, in general. When I just ask you in life, what do you want?
What do I want? Out of life? I'm so confused as to the question. We're talking about communication.
Yes, love.
And we're not communicating well right now.
I'm pretty straightforward about what I said. What I'm saying is, in life, when I ask you and you go, I don't know. I don't even remember what my point was. I don't even remember. See, we got a lot of work to do. So we got a lot of work to do. And we doing podcasts that y'all listening to. But see, this is why we're transparent. But we got a lot of work to do. Y'all better keep coming back here and getting these nuggets.
Yeah.
We're trying to level up and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, feed her. Tell her she's pretty. But make sure that you understand that she understands you might be lying and just doing it to shut her up. And you have to be okay with that. And so does she.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
We might have to run this one back with a different one.
Okay.
Because, this one got me moving.
So, So tell your friends to subscribe and to follow and to like and to share and to comment and to all of the things, because those are the things we need, and we want to grow and we want to expand and all of the things. And yeah, thanks.
Tell them it's a black man that's on there talking about women. People will come to watch that just so they can cuss me out and talk bad about me. And then defend Faith. Faith, you ain't gotta take that. Do what you want. Miscommunicate, emote, do everything you want. He ain't poop. He ain't poop with his little kombucha. He fancy. I am fancy.
Okay, so until next time.
Keep your faith strong.
And maintain your justice. Bye.